Hey everybody, happy Monday. It's me, Jessie with Pampered Chef, bringing you all things fun and foodie from right here in my kitchen. I told you tonight we were going to cook, oh my goodness, cook live together. This is real life. My cat loves cheese and butter and she thinks she can get on the counter and eat it. So that's glitter. So anyway, she's not getting the cheese or the butter. We're gonna get started tonight by preheating our oven to 350 degrees. Because we're gonna make croutons in the oven while we make our pasta. So tonight we're gonna be doing a light cheesy pasta with some crushed peppercorn and garlic rub. So it's like, kind of like, I'm gonna say it wrong, cacio de pepe. If you've never had that, which is like Parmesan cheese and pepper, but we're not using Parmesan cheese. We're actually gonna be using cheddar. The recipe calls for mozzarella. I don't have mozzarella, so we're using cheddar. Any melty cheese will work just fine. So let's get started. I'm gonna do the pasta tonight in the multi-cooker, which is PC's version of the Instapot. It's a pressure cooker. It's pretty awesome. There comes glitter again. We're going to put in 1 pound of pasta. I am using spaghetti. You can use bow tie, you can use rotini, you can use penne, you can use anything you want. I'm gonna put the pasta in first, and then I'm gonna, because it is spaghetti, I'm gonna break it in half. I know, sacrilegious, but it's gonna be okay, I promise. And we're gonna actually cook the entire pasta dish in here. Sauce, melt cheese, everything. There's no rinsing required, nothing. So we want to cover our box of pasta with water. I have 4 cups of just tap water here, and I'm gonna actually add 1 more cup or so to this. Depending on what kind of pasta you have, you might need to add a little bit more or a little less. You want the pasta covered, but if some are sticking out a little, it's fine, like this. All right, then we're gonna put on the cover. Oh, this is sideways. And then need to turn it on. And we are going to set this to custom. Turn the knob to 8 minutes and hit start. And it's gonna say run, and you'll see it start to heat up. It's gonna take about 5 minutes to come to pressure, 8 minutes to cook, and then we'll throw the sauce in there and all the cheese and the goodness, and dinner will be ready. So while that cooks, it's hoping, there we go, it might actually work. I really need a new tripod. I said I was gonna get one for Christmas, didn't happen. So maybe this month I will get a new tripod. All right, so let's get started on our croutons. Whenever I have bread that is taking up too much room in the freezer and it's like broken or it got a little too stale, or like this is 2 ins, which I will eat sometimes. And this is probably another one. Some random, like one of this is farmhouse, one of this is sourdough. I make croutons or I make pepperonis. It's really easy. You can do them in a pan on top of your stove, or like tonight, you can do them in the oven. So all I'm gonna do, and this was like in the freezer, so it's kind of like half frozen, is use my knife, and I'm going to cut these into cubes. So I'm going straight across. It's kind of a little still frozen. I took it out a little bit ago. And then I'm gonna go back across the other way. So we're looking for something like this. Now you can season your croutons with so many different things, but tonight I'm just going to be using garlic rub. I've done them with everything bagel seasoning. I've done them with the crushed peppercorn and garlic. I've done them with the thyme and herb, the ranch, so many ways. I was just trying to keep ingredients to a minimum. So we have about 2 cups of bread right there. And I have out my stoneware bar pan. This thing is very old and it's even chipped. I chipped it a couple of years ago, but I'm not getting rid of it. It still works. I use it almost every single night. So we're gonna put our breadcrumbs onto the plate and then we're gonna cover them with some olive oil. Not a ton, just enough to get the seasoning to stick. And then we're gonna use a tablespoon of the garlic rub. This has salt and herbs already in it, so you don't have to do anything except use this. And a capful is 1 tablespoon. So I'm just gonna shake that over the top. A little seasoning isn't going to hurt on our pasta tongs, so I might as well save dishes and use the pasta tongs to toss everything together. So it doesn't have to be completely coated. We're gonna come in and stir this in a little bit, about halfway through. These are gonna go in the oven. Yeah, I know my oven's not 100% preheated yet, but it's gonna be fine. For about 20 minutes. So it's much more hands-off to do them in the oven. If you do them on the stove top, you do have to watch them a little more carefully. All right, let's throw these in the oven. And it's time to make our salad dressing. So we are going to be doing a peppercorn ranch dressing tonight. Really easy. I don't have any Greek yogurt. Totally use Greek yogurt if you would like to. I'm using sour cream, and you can tell this is the low-fat version. Just gonna give this a little stir real quick. I'm going to make half of the recipe because it is just the 2 of us. So a normal recipe would be 1 cup of Greek yogurt or sour cream, and then a tablespoon of the rub and a splash of milk. So I'm gonna cut that in half and use about 1/2 cup of the sour cream, just because we don't need a ton of dressing right now, and I can always make some more if we need it. A 1/2 cupful of the crushed peppercorn and garlic, which has garlic, peppercorns, and other herbs in it. And then just a little bit of whole milk. Because this is a dressing after all, you want it to be drizzly. That was probably about 1 tablespoon. More than enough. Way more than enough. And actually, let's use this tiny little cute whisk. So cute, right? Now I am making this in a 2-cup prep bowl just because I don't want to slosh it all over. There we go. Now, the longer this sits, the more flavorful it will get. So I want to make it kind of first. Always taste. So perfect. So easy. Yes, it's the 2 of us. I like my finger. I won't serve this to anybody else, I promise. All right, so got our salad done, got our pasta cooking, and we have our croutons in the oven. We've been cooking for about 5 minutes, so we are doing really well right now. I'm gonna set this off to the side. Just so you know, this whisk can go in the dishwasher. Super handy. And it's time to make our salad. Because you have to have a vegetable. You could totally throw frozen broccoli in with the pasta or some peas or make something on the side, but I cut up all these beautiful salad ingredients yesterday, so I thought might as well make a nice salad to go with our dressing and our croutons. So I have my bowls right here, and yesterday, if you saw my video, I was prepping with the Prep and Store system. So these are it comes with 3 and I ordered 2 extra. So this is all of my prep and store dishes, and it has a nice cutting board. It has little drawers that pull out. So handy. Has a little vent on top, which I neglected to show you yesterday. So if you had like whole fruit or vegetables in here that were washed and not cut up, you would want to leave the vent open so that it can breathe. But like my stuff's cut, so I want it closed so that nothing gets in. And you can see it's got these awesome dividers in here. So I have some half radishes and some sliced radishes all in the same container. And they're all stackable, and it comes with like this tray that has the inserts that are, oh my gosh, my brain, that can be frozen. So you can use it for like a chili bar, you can use it for a breakfast bar, you can use it for vegetables and dips. Everything will stay cold for like 4 to 6 hours. It's pretty awesome. All right, let me move my little recipe cheat sheet out of the way. We need to find the lettuce. Yeah, I have lettuce shoved in here too. I had like half of a head, so I threw that in here. And we're just using straight on iceberg tonight. You can use any lettuce you want. Love all different kinds of lettuces. I don't know about you. My favorite is arugula. My second favorite is probably iceberg. But romaine is way up there too, especially for like a good Caesar salad. And I kind of like the hearts of the romaine and the hearts of the iceberg, that really crunchy stuff. So lettuce. And what are some of your favorite salad toppings? I'm gonna do an assortment of vegetables tonight. I have the sliced radishes. I like those. Mr. Teacher does not. Peppers that we sliced yesterday, so sliced and diced. I like peppers, and so does Mr. Teacher, so we'll both have a mixture of bell peppers. Hold on, we got a cat coming on up. No! She seems to think that she can eat human food. She got really sick this summer and I had to bribe her to eat her medicine, and I think I wrecked her. No. She's eaten entire sticks of butter, a whole package of King's Hawaiian hamburger buns. She had a package of tortillas, cinnamon rolls. She is crazy. So really got to watch her. And she has plenty of food, I promise. All right, so we did the radishes. We did the bell peppers. I'm going to put some cucumbers, extra for Mr. Teacher, and just like 1. I don't love cucumbers all the time. I like them if they're pickles. They're pickles. I'm in. And then we also sliced some carrots yesterday into little coins and 2 strips. See how it makes this so much easier when you meal prep? All right, that's the oven. It's ready to go. Glitter. Oh my God. She smells the butter. No. I'd like to say this isn't a nightly thing, but it really is. Sure makes dinner cooking more interesting. Oh yeah, celery would be good. Cranberries and romaine. Yes. I love cranberries in salad. I'm just not putting them with the peppercorn ranch, but like with the balsamic, totally would eat their cranberries. All right. Now, I also have some hard-boiled eggs in here. If I can get the lid off, what the heck. This is another container that will fit with the prep and store, and it has a little cutting board on it. I made some hard-boiled eggs in the Monty cooker this morning for lunches this week. And, oh, we forgot tomatoes. And I have some grape tomatoes for Mr. Teacher. And this is the cup slicer. I'm gonna use the cup slicer to cut up the tomatoes first and then my egg because Mr. Teacher is allergic to eggs. So cup slicer, it has this cover on the end, so it's not gonna cut you if you have it in your drawer. It also works to get out the like things that are stuck in between the tines. It's really easy, works for anything soft. So all you do is press, and then you put your lid or bottom on it, and pour. Done. Just cut up 3 tomatoes, and that took 5 seconds. And for an egg, same thing. So I have a nice sliced egg for my salad. Perfect, right? This is great for anything soft. Bananas, strawberries, grapes, mushrooms, olives. I use it a ton for. So, so handy. All right, put this over here with the rest of our veggies. And then, oh, it's dishwasher safe too. So you can pop that right in the dishwasher. And we need some onions. I cut up all this stuff with the Rapid Prep mandolin yesterday. I like onions, Mr. Teacher, not so much. He'll eat them cooked, won't eat them raw. And this is just in our silicone bag. I do like to put the onions in the silicone bags just because I feel like the smell gets out. And these are dishwasher safe, microwavable. You can throw them in the sous vide to cook with them, put them in the freezer. So handy. All right, let's get rid of this tomato gunk. Beautiful salad. And we need to grate our cheese. So the recipe, like I said, calls for mozzarella. I thought I had mozzarella. I don't, so I didn't want to go to the store. I have a block of Cabot sharp cheddar, and that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to get out my grater. And this small one, not so much, but the big grater is so sharp that you do want to make sure you're using this protective guard on there because you will slice your finger. I know, I have done it so many times. I had that little nub of cheese and I'm like, oh, I could just grate it. No, it's like a razor blade. It's so ungodly sharp. Please don't try it. It will cut you. So I'm gonna do this entire block of the Cabot sharp cheddar with the grater. And here comes this sneaky little girl again. Get down. No. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, you're fine. You have everything you need. She even has a treat ball that she's been obsessed with, and I should have filled it with treats. But she's eaten so many of them today, I didn't want to have her eat too many. Lost it. All right, so I'm gonna grate this cheese. This is the fine grater. It's gonna be nice and fine. It's gonna melt so fast in this nice hot pasta. Get down. You know what? Hold on for just 1 second. I put her in her cat room. She's got the cat tree in there. She's got her treats. She's got food. She's got water. She's got litter boxes and tons of toys. But I need to cook. So can't be doing that. If it was light outside, I would put her on the counter or on the lanai. But it's not light outside. All right. I think Gruyere would be really good in this pasta, along with the Parmesan if you had it. This is gonna be a ton of cheese. You could also do, maybe Jarlsberg would be good. Obviously Parmesan, Pecorino Romano. It's just a really easy Monday night, like I'm tired, I don't know what to make kind of dinner. All right, 1 block done. Look at all that cheese. When you grate it fine, it's amazing how much 8 ounces really is. And you could use the already shredded stuff here. I don't always have the already shredded stuff just because this kind of cheese is usually buy one, get one free at our grocery store. I like it better because it doesn't have like that anti-caking agent on the outside of it. So I think it melts a little bit better. And really, it's not that hard to grate it up. It only takes a couple minutes. And you get so much, like, look at this. Crazy amount of cheese. I think I'm actually gonna stop right there. If we need more, put it on top. I smell the croutons, so we need to check them real quick. So, let me show you these really quickly, what they look like. They've been in for about 10 minutes. We're gonna give them a little stir. You can see they're starting to get a little nice and toasty. We're not looking for rocks. We're looking for like a nice toasted breadcrumb. All right, let's put those back in the oven. And I see something else. Oh, she did get a timeout, Susan. She can't keep coming on the counter. I love her so much, but she can't do it. It's so bad for her to eat all that human food. And she's literally eaten so much butter, and she weighs like 6 pounds. No. All right, we have about 1 minute left on our pasta. So, does anybody have any questions for me while I'm sitting here hanging out? This would normally be in the part of dinner where I'm like, or making dinner where I like pack lunches for tomorrow or do a load of dishes. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys how easy it is to throw together a meal when you have everything prepped. You don't need a ton of ingredients. This is a pretty inexpensive and easy meal. The pasta alone is pretty much a pantry pull minus the cheese and the butter. So it's just a nice dinner to have for when you're tired. You don't need to go out. You don't need to spend the money to go get takeout. You don't need to order food in. You can probably make something yourself. So that's my little lesson on this tonight. I always try to have stuff in the pantry ready to go and in the fridge for pasta dinner, because anything can go in pasta. Tortillas, because anything can go in a quesadilla. Tortilla chips, because anything can be nachos. So a couple little things, because you never know when you're exhausted and you need a quick meal. So if you have some go-tos, you can let us know what those are. And I'm gonna start moving this thing before it beeps over. So you can see it's got the countdown right here. Maybe you can't see. And it's got this little circle to show when it's done cooking. And it's gonna beep here any second. And you can cancel it before the time is up. I just want to give it its full 8 minutes. The multi-cooker is on sale this month, so I want to make sure I show you everything that it can do. I'm going to hit cancel and release, which it will do here in a second. Hopefully. It's being weird. Of course, I used it all day long and it was fine. There we go. I like how the release button is down here, so you don't have to get your finger next to the steam. And this is just doing this because of all the pasta water. take just a second. Might as well get out our plate. Almost ready. What I like about this multi-cooker is that it will not let you open it if it's not ready. If it's not ready, it's not going to explode on you or anything. It's not going to release. The lid will not come off until this steam is out and ready to be opened. So you can try it. Look at that. Gives you the little all clear, and it has a nice little rest for the lid so you don't get pasta water or whatever steam water all over your counter. There's one on this side and on this side. So I wanted to show you, there is a little bit of water left in here. Can you see it? We do need about a half a cup for the recipe. So I'm just gonna leave that in there. I'm gonna give this a little stir to loosen the noodles. Look, all perfectly cooked, right? So easy. If you wanted to do this as spaghetti, you would just add in the pasta sauce and minus a little bit of the water. So this is just a half a cup of butter, which is about a stick. I just was cooking, baking, and I had all these like little random pieces of butter. So I put that in there. And quick tip, put these in the freezer. I fold them up and so little rectangles like this. And then you can use them to butter your dishes when you are baking. So it's really easy and you won't get your hands all yucky. So that was about a half a stick of butter. We're gonna put in a tablespoon of our crushed pepper and garlic rub. Like I said, that's got garlic, that's got salt, that's got pepper, it's got everything in it. And then our mound of finely shredded cheese. These flexible cutting boards are fantastic. They bend so you can just get everything everywhere you need it, and then they just go right in the dishwasher too. All right, lastly, we're gonna toss this all together. Just wanna remind you that this metal part is a little hot, so make sure you have a pot holder, or like I have this kitchen towel. I know I should use a pot holder. I always use kitchen towel most of the time. Those little silicone ones that you saw me use are my go-to because I always keep them on top of the air fryer. So if I get stuff out of the oven, they're ready to go. This looks so good and cheesy and creamy, and look at how easy that was. That was like 10 minutes. Woo! And it made enough for Mr. Teacher and I to have lunch for tomorrow too. I just want to lift this up to show you. Can you see it in there? It's perfect. All right, we need to get our croutons out for our salad, and we're gonna be good to go. Oh, they are all roasty and toasty, and I'm actually gonna get a different thing out now. Look at, perfect. And I'm just gonna put a few of those on top of each of our salads. Like this. I should move this lid. Is that better? All right. The rest of the croutons I'm gonna let cool, and they will get stored in a silicone bag for tomorrow night's salad. We also need a little dressing. You can't have salad without dressing. So I'm just gonna drizzle a little of that on top. And then this mix and scraper can go in the dishwasher, and this prep bowl has a lid and it can go right in the refrigerator along with the sour cream. Now let's dish up this pasta. There we go. try to make it pretty. And if you wanted a little green, you could throw some basil on here. You could throw a little fresh parsley, some chives, add some more cheese if you wanted. Really, you're good to go. Really, really easy, cheesy, delicious dinner. All right, well, we are ready to eat. It's been exactly 30 minutes from start to finish. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to reach out, and I will try to make another recipe with you guys next Monday night. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.